Hi, and welcome to this vocabulary lesson because we are going to look at synonyms, collocations in context, and words that belong in the word family. I hope you'll stick around with me every single day, learn these 3,000 words with me. Thus. Thus is an interesting word. This is a function word. It's going to tell us, it's going to signal us that we're coming to some kind of a conclusion or that we're pointing to something. So thus doesn't really have a meaning of its own. We might say it means in conclusion. In conclusion, some other synonyms might be consequently, therefore, or so. We might use ergo or hence. Those are some more formal ways to say thus. Thus is most often used in writing, professional communication, and formal speech. In spoken English, we would most often use the word so. Thus shows a result. It's the same as therefore. Thus, leading to, thus causing, thus creating. For example, the company failed to adapt to the changing market conditions, thus leading to a significant loss of revenue. Thus can mean in this way. For example, thus allowing, thus enabling, thus providing. The software automatically backs up all files, thus allowing users to recover lost data easily. Thus here is a signal word that shows what the consequence is. It means by doing this or in this manner. Thus means consequently. For example, thus demonstrating, thus confirming, or thus proving. The experiment produced consistent results across multiple trials, thus confirming the original hypothesis. Thus is used in academic and scientific writing. The evidence supports the conclusion. Thus can mean to this extent or in this respect. We'll often collocate it with thus far. So at this point or to this extent. Thus far, no significant differences have been observed between the two groups. This means up to this point or so far. It's formal, often used in research. Thus is used as a conclusion or a summary. Thus it follows that, or thus we conclude that. All participants met the required criteria. Thus, it follows that the sample accurately represents the target population. I can change this whole sentence to say, because all the participants met the required criteria, we can assume that the sample accurately represents the target population. Thus shows that it's a signal word showing cause and effect. It's a logical conclusion. The data were statistically different or statistically significant, thus confirming the hypothesis. Costs were reduced by 20%, thus improving profitability. Each time it's showing an effect. If all mammals are warm-blooded and whales are mammals, thus whales are warm-blooded. The system encrypts all messages, thus ensuring privacy. Thus far, the negotiations have been successful. In everyday conversation, native speakers won't use thus very often. Instead, we would say so, therefore, or as a result. We might say that way because thus sounds relatively formal, and we'll bring it down a little bit by saying that way or so. Because thus is just showing it's a signal word, it doesn't really have an opposite or a noun or a verb or an adjective. I would say it's a conjunction, but it also falls under an adverb. Thus. I really hope that you enjoyed this word. Research shows that if you know 3,000 words, then you can pretty much say anything you need to say. I hope I'll see you tomorrow, and please like and subscribe.